Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm Handington, and today is a very special day. For you see, today is Fireboy's birthday! Hooray! Now, Fireboy has been one of the most dedicated fans to the channel and has basically been here since the beginning. So, he has certainly earned a specialized drawing shout-out. So, without further ado, I present to you, ya-da-da-da! Happy birthday, Fireboy! We're gonna draw a specialized Cuphead today, since I know you love Cuphead very much. I apologize about my signature on the bottom. When I started to draw, I didn't realize that it would get so close to his boot, so it ended up being a little bit weirder than I thought. So it's gonna be a little bit close. So I do apologize about that. That was not the intention. But I still hope that this will be fun and that you will enjoy it. I wanted to make a worthy video as a thank you for staying by the channel for a while. I have the Handington eyes off, so it'll be easier to draw. And of course, we will start off as usual, inking in the picture. So let us begin at the very beginning, or maybe not the beginning. Let's start off on the side. Let's start off on the side of Cuphead instead. There we are. Now, luckily, Cuphead is a pretty easily to draw. No, I was right. A pretty easy to draw design. Primarily because A, it's based off of the rubber hose animation from the 30s, and B, since it was hand drawn, it's not like you could really do the more difficult designs. Cuphead isn't going to look like an anime character. Cuphead is going to look a bit more simple with more simplistic shapes. So that this way it's easier to draw numerous times for each of the hand-drawn frames. Cuphead is basically the closest thing we're going to be getting to any major release that is drawn traditionally, like on traditional paper, like old animation. The closest other thing we're getting is like, I don't know, that Netflix movie that's supposed to be 2D, which is basically all I ever hear about it. Just the 2D new IP Netflix movie. Because most 2D movies nowadays are based off of just cartoon shows, as opposed to being a brand new thing. So over here, what we want to do is we want to get Cuphead's nose first, because we want that to overlap before the eyes. So, I'm going to just do that. There we are. And there's the effect. Yada! Now, the eyes were a little bit tricky for me to try and do. So, I will do my best at them. I'm not a perfect artist. I'm not going to get everything done perfectly. But I'm going to work on it as best I can. So, while we're here, we might as well color in the eyes. I did the light sketch of this ahead of time just because A, it saves some time, and B, I just like to be a bit more free when I do that phase, so this way I can be like, oh yeah, I can redraw this, or I can work on this. It just makes me feel a little bit better, because once I do this, the coloring and inking the inking in and coloring in is a bit easier for me to do. So, I might as well do this on camera so I can both talk and draw. There we are. So you can't really see the outline as well, but you can certainly see this. Let's see. I'll go to the mouth next. Hopefully this will work out for his tongue. There we are. Alright, so we got the basic head shape. Oh, you know what, let's finish off making the cup handle. So that this way, he looks like good old Cuphead. And there's the cup. Ta-da! So, instead of having the little straw, and the rest of the milk that's in his head, I'm going to draw fire for Fireboy. So this way it's a customized Cuphead. Well, I like to think it's milk that he has in his head. Technically, I know Matt Pat had basically figured that it was probably like the olden days drawings for alcohol, and they actually run a secret moonshine business. But I like to think it's milk. So I messed up the arm a little bit, so I went back to both arms to color in everything a little bit thicker so that this way it matches. My apologies on that, I did not mean to do that. Oh well. The gloves, Cuphead's gloves are also very weird in shape. So it's sort of like this nub here. It's a very simplistic sort of design. Also, you know that clicking? That's the camera continuously adjusting. So whenever you hear that clicking, that I can barely hear it on my end, but it's super loud whenever it's on the recording. So I apologize if that's drowning me out or being very distracting or annoying or whatever. I'm sorry. I don't care much for that. I wish it would just lock on still. So here we have more of Cuphead's little Mickey Mouse pants. So that we're drawing this, he's a little bit tilted, like his head is this way a little bit, and then his body is this way a little bit. Which is technically due to me making mistakes on perspective, but instead we'll just say that that's how he's standing. That's just how he's positioning himself, just like what I would do with Holly in the earlier drawings. Even some of the earlier drawings in the channel aren't the completely finalized design of her, because as time would go by I'd be like, oh, I'll make one little change here or there. Okay, hopefully this is a good looking shoe. The shoes are similar to Mario boots, those giant big old shoes. Let's give this a try. I like the way that the boots are, because here they connect just by being a circle like this, instead of it connecting somewhere else. So like like we don't draw a line to connect it here and here, so it's just like a circle here and then a circle all the way around. So that's how his boots connect. I think that's pretty good. Good enough. I think there's a little knuckle on his glove here. Yeah, that seems better. Alright, that works. Let's roll with this. I shall now erase, and unlike in some of those other early drawings, you can now watch the erasure in progress. Holly, speed mode. Alright, Reno. First and foremost, let's get done the tongue, which is red and not pink, as the rest of Cuphead's mouth is also... Oh! I forgot to color that in black. Alright, so I'm going to make his mouth black as well, because I believe it's black, yeah. And we're also going to make his red nose, because Mugman has the blue nose. So his mouth is actually pitch black, so we're going to change the color of this. I completely forgot to shade that in as well, so it just slipped my mind to make that black. Usually when I shade something in colored pencil in the sketch stage, then I intend to color it in black, or I'll do just like a brief little scribble on like a large surface to remind me to do that. Just a little technique that I will sometimes use. There we are. Perfect. Okay, and now we are also going to make the hair red for fire, or the fiery hair, sort of. Looks kind of like hair. We're going to make the top part red, and the bottom part will make orange to make it look similar to a flame. Through the fire and flames. I don't know the rest of that song. We want to get close to it, but not too close, or else it'll overlap and then it won't look as good. Then again, little things that seem wrong with the drawings you can't see as well on the camera unless I did a really close zoom up, and then you can see some of them. It's much more obvious in real life when I make small mistakes on these drawings. Well, in person, I mean. Technically, this is still going on in real life. This is not a fictional world. This is reality where I am drawing a Cuphead. Cuphead is from a fictional world, though. Alright, Reno. So, we have that all taken care of. Oops, sorry, I bumped into the camera. Now for the orange part of the flames. Might as well finish up the fiery top part here. Now, I got the colors done ahead of time. I forget exactly what Cuphead looks like, so I'm just going to make the body a little bit darker. And then the cup a little bit like a shaded in thing. So, we have the fire hair for Fire Boy. So for his body, I'm going to make it... I actually got the black marker, not the black colored pencil this time. So we're going to shade it in. I don't think he's just jet black for his body. I believe it's like a gray. Something like this. This looks like it works. So I'm gonna do this. This seems like it will be effective. You're slowly we're bringing you to life, Cuphead. I'm no Studio MDHR. I think that's the name of the studio that made Cuphead. I don't remember. I'm not the folks over there who can just draw a whole bunch of frames flawlessly to make incredible animation. But I am me, and I hope that this is still good enough. I shall try. There we are. And now Cuphead's Cuphead is not completely white, but is instead a very light shade of something else. So I'm going to make this, I'm going to use the mechanical pencil to shade in his head very, very lightly in color. It's very close to the other colored pencil. I will probably show you this better in a second. I'll hold it up so that you can see it better. And I also have to blend the color. I'll use my finger because I don't have a blender with me. And not the blender that I use to edit things either, but the color blender. So I want to do this, so that this way the color looks even throughout. Got on my finger a little bit, but that is the price of making it look nice. Here we are. Blenders are very effective tools. That's something that I didn't know about, that art class had helped teach me about. The importance of blenders, making the colors look a bit better and a bit more solid. I think I can try that over here a bit. Nah, it doesn't work as well. I would really need just another cardboard blender. Anyway, the gloves are yellow as well. They're a bit more of a golden, but I don't have golden. I have yellow. So we will make yellow gloves. The kid gloves are off. And then the adult gloves are on. Unlike the actual boxing phrase, where it's just the kid gloves are off. So that they can box using... Do they use adult gloves actually? Or do... Because I was told that was just because that then they would use their fists in boxing. And then, like, it would probably, like, hurt more, so, like, the gloves are off. Something like that. But, I don't know. They could take off what they imagine, or they would say are kid gloves, and then put on, like, more rigid gloves or something like that. I don't know. Also, his Mickey Mouse trouser shorts or whatever are also colored red. Completely forgot that. That is important as well to the design. Gotta get that color in. Gotta get the color. Bin. Saved it. Also, his pants have a slightly... Oops, I messed up there. His pants have a slightly cup-ish design, so similar to the rounded top part here, the pants also are rounded upwards. So, just as our Bob Ross streams have taught us, when you make a mistake, no, you did make a mistake. That'll be our little secret. So now when you wonder why the gloves are twice as thick, it was to cover up a mistake that I made, where some of it accidentally went wrong, and I accidentally messed up coloring in the lines. Children can color in the lines better than I. And now because of that, I have to go over all of the gloves extra thick now, like those Arby's commercials, triple thick burgers with brown sugar bacon. They had a ton of those ads one year when I was in Florida. I remember those commercials. I guess it worked for their advertising purposes. Gets you to remember the product. And the brown sugar bacon. Arby's burger. It does sound good. It doesn't taste as good as they sound, but Arby's burgers do taste great, at least to me. I like them. I prefer the French dip, honestly. The French dip is a very tasty sandwich to me. I used to really like the beef and cheddars, but as I've gotten older, I've found that I really like the French dip. Where you have the au jus sauce. Au jus sauce. However you pronounce it. There we are. And now no one will know except for everyone. Last but not least, we have the boots. And Dora. Dora the Explorer. Is it Explorer or Explorer? We may never know. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boo do 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 do. Boo. It's Explorer. Or is it Explorer? Do 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 do. Okay, I'll stop. I think the boots are brown. Oh, hi there, eraser shaving. You get out of there. Don't want you messing up the drawing. They seem sort of like a golden brown, so I might try and work with that. I'm also going to erase the bottom part here because there's still a little bit of line left. I don't remember if the bottom part of the shoes are a bit darker than the top part, so I'm going to color them in darker. This is my OC of Fireboy Cuphead, so I can draw him as terrible as I want. Those are some loud birds. I wonder if they're right by the window that's over there. Maybe. So I'm going to add in a little bit of yellow to this, just to see if I can give it a slightly different shade. Oh, good. It's been off the entire morning, and then for some reason the water heater decided to turn itself on. Perfect. Thank you, water heater. Why does it do this? It was off all day. You know, this happened yesterday as well. While I had been talking with my special friend. It was off for most of the talk, and then, oh, it turned on randomly. That's frustrating. Curses. Alright, so let's head into the other room then. I don't know how loud it is or how it may have picked up on the camera, but in real life, or in my daily, day-to-day life, outside of the camera world, it was very loud. It's hard for me to even hear my own thoughts and words back. So the unveiling shall be by the bathroom sink. Here we are, happy birthday, Fireboy. If the camera will focus, you can see your drawing even better. And there's the mandatory smile on top of the birthday eye. We have the Cuphead with lacking straw and milk, but with fire for said fire boy, the boy of fire. We have the basic design of him. I believe that's what he looks like. I hope I didn't mess that up. I don't have a reference picture, but I saw a reference yesterday. We have his little shorts. I have the attempt to try and make golden brown boots with a, I don't know, he's standing on Krabby Patties, it looks like. That's supposed to be the bottom of the boot. Kind of messed it up a little bit there. Oh well. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's a decent Cuphead. So, I hope this was a much better happy birthday video than the one that I gave you last year, though. It's really nice that you still really enjoyed that birthday song anyway. So I hope you will enjoy this one as well. Happy birthday, Fireboy, and thank you so much for all of your continued support, as well as everybody else on the channel too. But Fireboy gets this extra special longer one with music in the background and everything, because he's been around like the longest, so you get a little bit of extra special treatment as a thank you. So I wish you the best of luck in whatever else you're gonna be doing, little guy, and have a happy birthday. I hope you enjoy the rest of today. But I believe it's that time again, friends. If you like what I do, don't be shy to give a thumbs up. Have a pleasant day, everyone. And this is Handington, signing off. Bye!